welcome to another game in which I'm going to be playing Karthus mid lane versus a Lux. We have Jarvan in the jungle versus a Zinjao, we have MF Lulu versus a Caitlyn Thresh, and we have Renekton top versus a Garen. So, let's jump in and see how this goes. This is a ranked 5v5 pre-made with my team. I recently started playing with this team, and we've been doing pretty well. We've gelled quite well, we feel confident with, and we play reasonably well in most games. We make a few derbs here and there, but I think every team does, to be honest, especially in early stages. So, anyway, I picked Karthus because generally we've been picking a lot of comps revolving around Lulu and Jarvan, because it is actually quite a strong comp. You Jarvan ult, and then you have Lulu ult, and it's very hard for them to get out. So anyway, I come into mid lane, I'm just going to farm. I get poked early a little bit, fine, whatever, I don't really mind. And then I'm just going to farm it up and play it safe, for the most part. And just generally just queue the farm and play safe. I try to poke her a little bit, but I don't really go too far with that. And I just sort of play it safe, like I said, really. She's spamming abilities like crazy. Jarvan comes in, gank, and sadly she backs off, and we're like, fine, okay. We don't know where Xin is, so there's no point really going too far. We don't want to risk it, there's no reason to. We might as well just farm and play safe. But anyway, so she's trying to push, and I'm like, okay, fine. So you're gonna push, I can relatively farm under the tower quite easily, and she's playing it safe relatively, and I'm just focusing on the last hits. At this point I'm actually behind in last hits, but I mucked up a load under the tower earlier, so that's why. But overall, not doing too badly. She's at this point, and Jarvan's going to come in for another gank. I'm not quite ready for this, I will be completely honest. I wanted this cannon minion quite badly, and then I was playing it, I was a bit too cowardly. I didn't want to get caught out, because as Karthus I am pretty squishy, to be honest, and getting caught out I probably died, even though she was if Xin came in, Xin could have killed me. So anyway, play it safe, farm up, and just become a beast late game, really, because that's what Karthus is. Then Xin ganks me on his own. I'm like, ow, he hurts because I'm not actually running armor. And then he flashes because I wall him and he's going to be under the tower, and I had exhaust, so I could have exhausted him and we could have killed him. But in the end, he was chicken, I suppose, but I'm guessing he was afraid that I would exhaust him and then I'd just turn around and kill him. And I could have, so anyway, he comes in again, he's going to try it, but no, I back off a little bit too far. I could have baited him in with the exhaust, but I didn't really have enough mana to risk it. So anyway, I back off, I get a Tear of the Goddess, and I get a Sapphire Crystal for a Catalyst, the Protector. Reason being, for the tier, that Seraph's Embrace is actually quite strong in Karthus, because it's actually very easy for him to stack it, because I farmed with Q, so I'm stacking it up constantly while farming. Also, Seraph's Embrace is quite strong because you can pop it in the middle of the fight and you'll last longer in the fight, which means there's more time before you ult, which means theoretically your ult will do more because you've not died instantly. Instead, you've been in the fight, you've been a bit more threatening, a little bit more scary. But now that I've got blue buff, I'm just going to focus pushing mid and just focus out farming her and pushing her to the limit, because to be honest, she's going to struggle last hitting a little bit under the tower, more so than I am. And then I'm just going to check here, make sure that Zin's not trying to gank me from there, because I did see him on a ward. And then I ult, we don't get anything out of it. I come down, and Lux comes down, gets a kill on MF, and then I get caught horribly here. I nearly killed him. If I had ult, I would have killed him, but there again, I suppose he wouldn't be that low if I had ult. So, oh well. So, Renekton gets top tower now, so it's not all bad. We lose 2 kills though. Kind of painful for us. But anyway, so, and I've now got no blue buff, so I've got to be a bit more cautious here in mid lane. So I'm just going to push it up, deny looks a bit of farm, and play it safe, really. But I sort of keep my distance. I want to push the tower, and then, yeah, I knew this was coming. It's like, nope, flash. Zin wanted to go really deep on me, and then they do kill me, but I ult. And then they kill Jarvan. Not the best situation ever. Renekton can get in on Lux, so sadly. But then they go on to Renekton, and then Renekton just goes in and pretty much kills both of them. Garen sort of gets away, and then Renekton dives him and kills him anyway. And then I come back into mid lane now with my Catalyst Protector and my boots, push down the mid tower. I get ganked again. Really sick of this. And then Lux misses laser. If she'd hit me with her ult, I would have died. So overall, not too bad. But anyway, I get blue buff. I then come back into mid lane, and I keep my distance now. I'm scared of Xin, but I know that Zin's bot lane now, so I'm just going to push this really hard while I've got blue buff, and then go back. And then I sort of wander around here to help with Dragon. Renekton's here, Garen's top, so we just felt, let's just take this as quickly as we can. And then I come back into mid lane to quickly push this up again and farm, in the hope of getting enough money for my next item. And then I play it safe, and I just go take Graves. I didn't know they wall didn't affect Graves. Kind of a shame, really, but oh well. But anyway, so I push this up, and then I go back. I get my Rod of Ages. At 15 minutes, that's not too bad, to be honest, considering I also built a Tear of the Goddess. And then come in here and just push this really hard using E, my Defile. And then ult, don't get any kills, kind of sucks. But we're like, okay, so let's just pressure this. I get hit a little bit, but then I hit Lux pretty much just as hard as she hit me, but only with 1 Q. And then Renekton's top, pushing, and we're like, okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to pressure this. We're not going to lose anything really from doing this, and they're going to lose quite a lot. Lux is mid, so we're like, okay, so there's 3 of them here, we've got 4 now because Lulu's just arrived, so I'm just going to sit here and spam Q, pretty much. And we're going to look for an opportunity, but we don't want to go too deep, because we know that it's possible that they'll turn around and kill us. Especially with, now that there's 4 of them, because Lux came down. Renekton is mid lane, and he's going to come down. But we're playing it safe. We're going in for the tower now. And then Jarvan looked to want to dive, but it was miscommunication. He just wanted to basically push them off and stop them from doing anything, really. Which is fine, and it was a good tactic, because it basically stopped them from moving in, because they had to go through him to get to the squishies, so he was doing his job. And then Thresh grabs, and then they go really deep on us, and I'm like, okay. So I get lasered, Jarvan goes in, ults both their squishies, I then flash in, I then die, but ult. Boom. I get a double kill. Overall, it wasn't the best trade for us, it wasn't the worst trade for us. It was kind of a mix. But Renekton's down there trying to make something happen on them, because they were both squishy of their squishies. But, oh well. So I come back in the mid lane and I push this up. Renekton's started my blue, so I'm going to come along and take that. I built a needlessly large rod for my Rabadons, so that I can do more damage overall with ult and anything else. And they're trying to push mid, and I'm like, no, this isn't happening. Nope. Push that back as quickly as I can, not give them the opportunity of pushing while I was pretty much the only one there. And then we prepare for Dragon. I'm going to sit here and Q them a load and try and sort of deter them from coming in. When they're coming in, they laser, we get the Dragon. I then sort of wander around and chase down people, and we kill 4 of them. Caitlyn survives, and then we're just like, okay, so we've done that, let's push mid. So we push in, we take the tower as quickly as we can, and then we back off. Renekton heads top to push, and the rest of us just sort of back off and continue to farm. So I'm going to go take Wraiths, and then I'm going to go back. I buy my Rabadon's Death Cap, so that I do even more damages. I have 337 AP at this point. That's quite a lot, let's be honest, for 22 minutes in. So we noticed he's in there, so I sort of queue him to try and get him, catch him out a little bit, do some damage, but he avoids it, so fine. But anyway, so we catch out Caitlyn here. Boom, dead. I don't get anything out of it, but it's fine, I get some XPs. And then we wander around here, and we start pushing in. I'm going to keep casting Qs and try and catch people out. And then they use a lot of stuff on me, and Garen gets caught out, and I ult to get double kill. Because Karthus is ridiculous, let's be honest. Give him even the slightest edge and he will just start killing people really quickly with ult. And then we push in for this tower as quickly as we can, we take it. We sort of back off now to get some more items. I build my sorcerer's boots, and I'm like, okay, so I'm pretty strong now, feeling pretty confident. And then they surrender around now, and we're like, okay, fine. So they don't feel that they can fight us anymore. We were 10k ahead, and we were doing pretty well. And there's a surrender vote, and we're like, okay, GG, well played. They didn't enjoy that, or at least their Caitlyn didn't. But overall, it was well played. We felt on both sides. We just used our strategy to the advantage. We pressured them well, and we did well in team fights. So, anyway, GG, well played.